Hey guys, and welcome back to another Disney Tales with our Disney wedding vlogs. So this week we thought we'll go through the table centers because it's been quite a while since we've been putting together the table centers. We've been buying bits and pieces for a very long time. So what I'll do is we're gonna go through a past video first, just showing what we have, and then I'll take you through some of the current ones, which most of them are finished now, but let's get to it. Before I go back into past me, we did go to a place called AFS, I think it was called, which is an artificial supplies, I think, and something like that. It's an artificial flower place. We got a few different bits and bobs from there, some flowers, the log slices, and stuff like that. And we recently went back again to pick up some more bits and bobs. But we had a little wander around that shop there, and we picked up some pearls for the top table and lots of bits and bobs like that, really. But then we started looking at putting together all of the table centers. So we did originally have 6 tables plus the top table. Then it went to 7 with a potential for 8. And it is 8 with the top table now. So we have several different table centers planned. So I'll tell you them now off the top of my head. So top table is Ariel. We have a Beauty and the Beast. We have a Moana, an Up, a Lion King, a Toy Story, a Frozen, a Disney Cruise Line, and an Aladdin table. I think that is all those tables there. Yes, I'm looking at the boxes now. So I'll go through the starting bits. Things have massively changed, so I will talk about those in a bit. Let me know in the comments as well if you want me to go through each individual one on how I made each of them, because there's quite a lot of work gone into quite a lot of them. I've got 3 set up here to go through in a little bit more detail, but we're just going to go through now some of the things that we've bought and some of the earlier concepts. Do apologize, I was ill whilst recording this little video, but let's get to that bit. All right, excuse that, but there, that's stuff that's got to go. That's my old PC that I'm selling off, and then I'm going to be getting rid of all that there. Unfortunately, that's a really nice stand. But anyways, let's go on to these table centers. So we've got these log slices here to put everything on. So some of these are going to be painted up and stuff, and some are just going to be left plain. So this is our finished one here. So it's the Beauty and the Beast table, really. So as you can see, we got some books here. That's actually a Hans Christian Andersen book from the 1800s, which I had on eBay for £5 many moons ago. You can see it's had a lot of wear and tear, but that's a really nice book. I thought that would be a good one to have there. I picked this up from Etsy for like £3. Just looks really rustic things. That's a Game of Thrones notepad that I had off my student when I used to work in a school. So thank you very much, Tom, for that. And then this is a really cool little book, which we recorded all of our things on Call of Cthulhu on there. Then we got this chip mug, which I bought Gemma. We got this candelabra. You'll have to excuse me as well. I'm going to be clearing my throat a lot because I'm recovering from the flu or COVID. We haven't got any in-date COVID tests here, so I couldn't test for it. So I'm still recovering at the moment. So sorry if I'm going to be clearing my throat a lot. But yes, let's go back down to this one here. So yes, we got this little carriage clock, which Gemma's auntie picked up. And then we picked up, we found some little rose petals and stuff there. And I also bought this for Gemma one Christmas as well, which is the Enchanted Rose. And that does light up too. So Gemma wants a candle representation and a flower representation for each of our table centers. So we can't have open flames, so we've got these LED candlesticks. So I got to attach them, just put some blue tack or something in there, just for those to stand up in there. But that is that one done.
we can cross off that one or tick that one off. It's like, that's all done. So the next one we got is the Toy Story table. So got a bucket of army soldiers here full of soldiers in there. Got some of my old Buzz and Woody toys. Here's my name scraped in the bottom of there, and I've just written Adam on the bottom of that one there. It's like I do have a life-size, well, not a life-size version, but a real like a proper toy-sized version of Buzz as well, but I think he'd be too big on here, especially when I don't have that for Woody there either. So for the flower representation, we've got some Lego flowers that we're going to build, so I'll do a time lapse of us building those at some point. I thought possibly putting it in this really nice mug we've got here. Got the Reach for the Sky, which I believe was a present from Johnny and Rebecca, I think. So we got that. And then we've got these little aliens, which we bought from Asda, I believe. So I've got to take these, Gemma's cut the ribbons off, but I've got to take the little hooks off the back of their heads, or maybe I'll leave them in, who knows. So these are from Asda for a couple of quid, something like that. Now this log slice, we're going to paint blue, and then put some clouds on there like Andy's wallpaper, so much like that there. And I'm thinking for the candle, we've left all the labels on, as you can see, it's from an IKEA. So left all the labels on there because I think it'd be cool just to be like a toy. And I'm going to have the army men kind of like poison it against there or something like that. I think that's what we're going to do with that one. I'm going to skip this one a second and come over here. So this is the start of the Lion King table. So we got this candle here. So I'm gonna have to put a LED in there, probably take that out and it'll probably go straight in there, to be honest. And then this is our flower representation, which is a bonsai tree. I thought it was very Lion King-esque type thing, really, where it looks a bit like the tree that Rafiki goes into, but not overly. We found this in Asda too. Rafiki holding up baby Simba. So we're going to get some rocks and make Pride Rock. Then I'm going to cover all the bottom of that with like sand and stuff like that to make it look deserty and things, really. So that's the Lion King one. So we've got quite a lot of work to do on that one. We still need to get a lot of excuse me, little animals and things like that as well. Now, this is the Moana table. I seen this coconut candle and I was like, yes, we got to have that as the candle representation for there because why not? And also a palm tree then, which will have coconuts on, but it won't really. And also we found these little characters in this book, again in Asda. So it was like £7.50 and you get all these characters there. So we thought that's the best thing to do, because we did originally get a Moana and Maui ornament, like the alien ones over there from Tesco, but we really wanted to like try and get some more, and we had this little wooden hey to try and just have a representation. But then when we actually got like a hey and a puau and all these different characters and stuff, it's like, why not? So we are going to be making a Tafiti as part of that's going to be the flower representation as well, because it's going to have a flower crown. So she's probably going to stand about yay high, so it's going to take up the vast majority of the base of this. So I was going to have water and things on here and have a boat and things for Moana, but I think just covering it with, oh, let me grab this a second, with this like model grass stuff, that it would be good then on here. And maybe I will have a little bit of water stuff there. My dad will help me to do some like resiny water things on there. But that's pretty much that one. Now this one we kept on buying stuff for. So it is the Frozen table. So you've got Elsa there, Anna and Kristoff and Sven. We did have this Sven, but since we've actually got Sven in now, we probably won't use him. Oh, there's a little Olaf in there as well. We got this castle. Now the thing for this, so we need to try and make some layers up for this, because it's quite flat. So I'm gonna have to cover it in like a white cloth to make it look like snowy. We're probably going to use some fake snow on there as well, and to make it look more snowier. And we got like these little balls and crystals and snowflakes and stuff like that. So hopefully, once we play around with levels and stuff like that, that'll be good. Because like we got a candle holder there to put a LED candle in. We got this is our flower representation, and really there, and this little crystal-y flower thing too, and some trees. So we've got plenty of flower representation on that one. And then finally, what we got so far is the up table. Now I'm really proud of this so far. It's like Jem found this in TK Maxx, I think it was, and it's a birdhouse, but it's perfect for this really. And we found this in Primark for £2, and it's like it's perfect for the balloons. So we're going to try and find a couple more to make it more there. We found a little Carl in Asda as well, so he's there too. I got some badges. Got a Wilderness Explorer badge. I bought this pin as well of Kevin, and then I got some Scout badges. These are my trousers for my VV cosplay I've done many years ago, but I thought that's the right colour for the sash for Russell's Wilderness Explorer thing. And people are probably looking at this and going, why is there a squirrel in a jar? So I said to Jem, hear me out. And I just held this up to her and I went, up table. And she was like, And I was like, in up, the dogs all go, squirrel. So I thought, perfect. So yeah, she agreed with me with that. But yeah, and that's why we got it. And why is it in this big, massive jar, I hear you ask? Because we're not allowed to have an open flame. It's got to be under a cover, so that's why we're putting it in there. It looks a bit random, but hey-ho. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to make it all grassy with that grass stuff on the bottom there, but then underneath where this house is, I'm going to put like some dirt and gravel like that, and I'm going to have this actually like suspended up a little bit there, so you can see like the foundations of the house there, and it'll be floating. I think that one will look really cool. So really happy with how they're coming along so far. So probably the next thing you're going to see us doing is building these over here. This is pretty much how we got to so far. So yeah, I think we're going to be selling a lot of this stuff after. So if you want a Disney wedding, just pop a comment down and we'll talk about how much and how to deliver it to you and yada, yada, yada. But yes, let us know so far how we're doing. Okay, so yes, many moons have passed since then, many hours of working on these, and there's been quite a few different problems and stuff, but we'll talk through some of those ideas and stuff now. But I've got three here that I've just set up. These are the three latest ones that I've done, and I'm really proud of them, really proud of them. So we got the Lion King, the Up, and the Moana table. So let's have a little look at them. First off, let's have a little look at Moana. So, major problem I had with Moana was actually finding this model, but my cousin Tom, he recommended that I
use a AI assisted 3D modeling program, and it did. So she was made there, and I 3D printed her. There was a little bit of an issue, first of all, printing her, but what I'll do is I will make an entire video on just making this table center, and I'll go through some of those problems there with you. But I really chuffed how this came out. It's like I've got some little model grass on there, I've got some moss on her body, and a little railway model flowers on there, and they're really I'm really chuffed how this has come out. So there's only a couple of things left to do with her now. Is she needs some eyes, so I'm gonna ask my dad to make some little eyes to go on her, and then this little bit here needs to be secured down, because this is just a old spool from some filament, and I've just covered it with some artificial grass, which is now going everywhere, and yeah, I've just attached it there with some hot glue, but I just need to fasten that to the base, and then level her out a bit. But my dad also is going to be doing like a resin water effect across there, so that'll look quite nice. We've got the coconut candle because he crushed some eels planted under a tree, and then we have coconuts. There we go, and there's the tree full of coconuts, and then we got all these little different bits and bobs. Obviously we had some other bits, like we had a wooden hey, but we found this little one there, so we decided to go with that instead. So we're going to go across here now with the Lion King. So it is looking quite different from many moons ago when I showed you that. So we've got rid of that little bonsai tree, and then we now have these amazing flowers, which we picked up from AFS as well. We had this vase that we just kept, luckily, and then we got some sand in there, but that looks really nice as the flower representation there. So I 3D printed Pride Rock, so that's looking quite awesome. Now I was going to print it like proper colors, but then these animals look plastic and crap, to be honest, on there, so we decided to paint them gold, and then I started doing a base layer on Pride Rock, and then I was like, actually I think it looks quite nice just as like a goldy brown, like a tan color really. And then obviously we got the candle still there, and we got Timon and Rafiki and Simba. Now Simba did go for a launch. Gemma moved this one day, and when it wasn't secured down, I've just got a little bit of white tack under there to secure it down. So Rafiki went flying, and then the hands snapped off. But my dad, being the amazing person he is, with every different kind of glue under the sun in his arsenal, he's managed to put that back, and you can't really tell that it snapped. But yeah, these animals, these were like, that was all grey with like things like that, and I literally just used a paint pen on that one, a metallic paint pen. So yeah, really chuffed now how that looks. It's like we got that same grass as on Tafiti's face there, and then some sand bits there. I might add a few bits more sand in there, I'm not too sure just yet. But then we go over here to the up one, and I'm just gonna go and scroll this up like this. The balloon. I really love this table center. So it is floating. There's a little rod under there, if you can see it, just there, that's holding up the house, and I'm going to secure this a little bit better, because that's like his hose pipe that he's got on him there. So here's the flower representation there. The candle representation is this squirrel, like I explained in that other video. We've got Kevin just around here, so he'll be more like that. But yeah, so I'll just look inside now, the house, just to see how it's all done. This is a skewer, a meat skewer, or kebab skewer, whatever you want to call it. And I've had to screw it down, because when I originally put it on, it then started to like fall this way because of all the weight there, because there's all little tiny pom-poms that I've glued on, and that took probably about 4 or 5 or 6 hours to glue all of them on. So it started coming this way, and then this started creaking, and I was afraid that was going to be snapped off, because if you look at the base, what I've done is that's all it's all stones, but it's all rock hard down there, because I put some Mod Podge down, put some little gravelly stone bits down, and then just pull off all the excess, and then I put some more on, and I had some watered down Mod Podge then in a little squirty bottle, and then I sprayed all that on there, and it's like rock hard, and it's just to give a representation that the house has been ripped up, look. So and that's why all the grass and things is there, and then it's like a nice square. I really like that idea. And underneath there is the base, which I've screwed down. You can't quite see there, but I've done the same on the base there. I might put a little bit more on that side, because it is on the back, look, all the gravel on there, but I might put it a little bit on there too. But no, really proud now of these 3 table centers. I think they are pretty show-stopping table centers there. I am super proud of how these are coming. She was a stress for months, thinking, how am I going to do her? But she's good. So there, that is some of the table centers now. So I'll pop up some pictures now of the rest of them in their completed forms. But like I said, please do let me know in the comments if you want me to go through exactly how I actually put all these together. It's took quite some time. It was quite stressful in parts, and there was a lot of trial and error, but I love doing stuff like that. So just let me know if you do want to go into each individual. So I will literally just do one video per table center, and just to see if you guys can put it together yourself, or some ideas of how to make your table centers a realization of some of the things that I did here. So I'd like to pass that knowledge on. And it's like, we may sell some of these. It's like, I'm not selling up. I've decided I'm not. It's amazing. So I'm not selling the up one. But I may sell some of the other bits and bobs. So if you interested, then just pop a comment down, and we'll discuss that if they're still available, because I do have some people already asking for some of these, and I'm like, ask me when the wedding's over, don't ask me now. But yeah, happy days. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and the notification bell, and please click that like if you like my table centers. Let me know in the comments as well which one is your favorite one so far. We will be filming them for the wedding day, obviously, and I'll show them a bit more in the little trailery video that I'll put out on here, because we're not going to put our main wedding video out, but we will do a redacted shorter version, just to give a bit of privacy for some of our guests that don't want to be on YouTube. But yeah, let me know, guys, and don't forget to click that join button if you want to watch all these videos ahead of schedule. As soon as I've edited them, uploaded them, you can watch them, and it's just from 99 pence, and it would really helps out. Please do share it. We really need your help to get our videos out there and to get more people involved. And please pop a comment down. We love chatting to you guys. But until next time, bye guys.